actually we have one more part. From this part, I'm going to use this table and this query writing in ArcGIS to give you some example. I want to start with a very simple example. I'm going to use a New York example again for ArcGIS. I'm just go to the staff page. I hope. We are going to work with a New York example to get some idea about this part of the lecture. Let's move here. This one is inappropriate. Okay, here we have our New York example. I'm just go to the add data. Since in previous course we make a folder connection, is still over there, but for a newcomer I will say that from here, the connect folder, you are able to find for sure desktop and connect to the example that you want to work on it. I'm just go to the new example. I don't want to take all of them. I just take the new building footprint. Okay, these are the buildings that we have from a New York example. I'm just go to the attribute table. You need to just right click on it and find the open attribute table. As you can see, we have right now a table or database for this New York. As you can see, this is feed ID or FID, field ID, which means the index or primary key. As you can see, there is unique for each of them. You cannot see a double, something, for instance, 2 with an identical number. We have shape, which this shape, each of these shape connect to one of these building. For instance, for just example, I'm just choose, I don't know, let's see, one of these. I'm just identify one of this building. As you can see, the field ID is a 2968. It is a polygon, which we see it. It is a polygon. The building doesn't have any name, but it is a mixed-use building. And last status of it, it's initialization, and the roof height, it's something about 33.5 meter from the ground, and the ground elevation is 8. So this is one of these records. So as you can see, we have 3,375 record in this data set. Okay, since our index start from 0, the last one definitely 3,374. We have another fields such as name, definitely refer to the name of the building. As you can see, some of them have name, but not all of them. We have type, which is referred to the land use or land color of the building. We have a last status, which is somehow represent to initialization or construction, geometry, correction. There are a bunch of last statue on them. And we have height of the roof, building height, roof here. And we have the round elevation, which is represent the, let's say somehow, elevation of the building, the contour line, and etc. This is about this part. Now, you remember I told you these data help us for a classification. You remember when we go to the classification part, I wish to just make a very quick, simple classification from the land type. If I just come here under the classification and there is a type, I found the type over there. If I just choose add value, you see all these types derive from here to this part. And for sure, as you can see, we have a bunch of residential here. But the computer automatically represent and get one of them. Okay, I just try to have some, let's say, some different colors, such as this one. Maybe it is better visible. So if I'm just put this one, you see all of them accordingly classify based on these numbers. So this is about this part. And of course, I'm just make it simple classification right now because our purpose in this course is not classification, but those who want to look at the classification, you could be able to check our previous video. Now I'm going to selection part. We have select by attribute. I'm going to make a formula and select some of the building. You remember that we, in a first course, we said that if you want to find or if you want to open a supermarket in the city, you need to find a dense area. You need to find an area with a more residential building, okay, and with a less supermarket. So you need to analyze those things in order to understand where is suitable for you to open this supermarket, especially for you as an architecture, because your customer when come to you and ask such an idea, you shouldn't be shocked and you could be able to answer it very quickly. Now, let's go to do some of these analysis. If you remember, we said that select, if we say I want to see everything, we put a star, then we need to define from a table, which is this table. As you can see, if I have other table or other layer here, we call it, I'm able to switch between them, and then where, which is about the condition. I want to find how many residential building I have at the moment. I just choose a type from here. Type I set equal to, I will put it into the single quotation and write residential, and then close my quotation. I hit apply to see. Okay. As you see, since I'm writing it with a capital R, it is nothing happen because computer is sensitive. But if I just switch to the small are all the building with a residential land cover or land use or land type appear. You see, these are the residential building. Now, let's check something else. For instance, I just want to see where is our retail. You see, our retail, which is about 125 retail building we have at the moment in this, let's say, map. Again, services, if we have. So we have bunch of services building over here, and there are some few here, and accordingly. But for instance, we don't have any service building almost in this neighborhood or in this, let's say, almost 3 block or 6 block even. This is 1 block, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 block. Let's check for a restaurant also. As you can see, the restaurant almost distribute in each block. In each urban block, we have at least one restaurant, except here. Now, let's look at to the different searching method. I wish to say that find me a type with a, let's say, residential and or height roof is, let's say, bigger than or smaller than 9. Sorry, I'm just making a mistake. Yes, I just make a mistake. I shouldn't write or, I need to write and. Okay, you see, I'm just now filter my all residential building, those who have a height less than 9. It's find me a 16 building. Now if I want to say find me with a, let's say, bigger than 25, I don't know either we have or not. Yeah, we have a bunch of it. We have almost 1,000, more than 1,000 building with 25-meter height. Or let's see, do we have something like a 60-meter tall? Yeah, we have also 60-meter tall buildings here, but there are few. For instance, if I want to purchase a property in a tallest building, I have this option. I could say that find me a building or a property in the top of the highest floor, which is also residential, as you can see right now. These building, all of them is more than 70 meter in height. Or I could add another condition. I would say that, and again, height of the building less than, let's say bigger than 60 and less than 65. You see, it is provide me this amount of the building. Or if I'm just change this one to something else, for instance, if I said service with a small s, we don't have service with this specification. Okay, all the service have a height something less than 20. Therefore, if I am just say bigger than 10 and the smallest than 15, sorry, I forget to write here, that's why it gave us error. You will see we have two options for a service building, one located here and one located here, which is the type of the service and height of the roof between 10 and 15. This is how we are able to syntax our things. This is about this part of the course. And now I am also want to explain this one. If you remember, I'm talking to you about the select part. If you select something, with use of this one, you need to clear your select. Otherwise, later, if you apply some process on your data set, your data partially or actually fully apply just on the selected part, not on the rest. And we have some other things here also. Let's show you. Let's keep not all of them this amount. With this one, we will show just a selected record. As you can see, 8 of them select, but not the rest will be shown. Okay, but if you choose this one, everything shows, include the ones that select also. You see, these are the selected one, and those are not selected. So with this one, you are able to filter your information accordingly.